it's me again, and before we start the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and post notifications for this channel. Also, please leave a suggestion in the comments down below. But, I just want to give a really super shout out to Jacob B for suggesting this video. Be sure to give him love hearts in the comments down below. And without further ado, let's get started. Spoiler alert warning, if you haven't watched the prequel trilogy of Star Wars, please do now. So this video is going to be about Star Wars characters. I'm going to tell you about the main characters in every movie, and listen out for the facts, because there's going to be a quiz at the end. So let's get going! Woo! Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. For the first one, the character will be beloved Qui-Gon Jinn. Jinn was a Force-sensitive being who was born and trained on Coruscant to be a Jedi. He passed the trials to be a Padawan, and his master was to be known as Count Dooku. Dooku was impressed by the skills of Jinn and decided to take him as his apprentice. Later on, when he became a Jedi Knight, he then completed the trials to become independent. Jinn did not always follow the Jedi Code, which is a code that was poetic and had rules of being a Jedi in the temple. He then noticed Obi-Wan Kenobi. We will discuss him later. He saw he was too rough and unstable, so he decided not to become his master. Later on, they were met on the same planet for a mission, and they worked together to survive. Jinn later saw his potential and then decided to be his master. The couple worked hard for many years, achieving goals one by one. They later found a child on Tatooine. His name was Anakin Skywalker. Shortly after, they found the first Sith Lord in 1,000 years. They fought, and Qui-Gon was killed during the fight, but Obi-Wan was able to slice him in half, and you know what the rest is. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones! This one, as we said, was legendary Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kenobi was the first one shown in the prequels and died in the original trilogy. He was born on the planet Stujon and came to Coruscant and trained to become a Jedi. He wasn't very Force-sensitive, so he had to work hard on becoming a Jedi. He then got recruited by Qui-Gon, as we've talked about before. He then witnessed the death and funeral of Jinn on Tatooine. He heard his last words to train Anakin. Anakin was a prophecy of the Chosen One. So he then trained Anakin, who grew to be very Force-sensitive and a very skilled duelist. He then defeated Count Dooku, Qui-Gon's master, but this time he had turned to the dark side. Obi-Wan went to a mission to destroy General Grievous, a cyborg that defeated any Jedi in its path, but he lost to a blaster in his heart, and Obi-Wan witnessed the terrible Execute Order 66. He escaped with Yoda and Bail Organa. Yoda was going to face Darth Sidious, the one who was in control of Order-66, and Obi-Wan was going to duel with Anakin. He then shredded all but one limb off his body. He left him to die and came back to Yoda and Dale. Yoda had failed, but Obi-Wan had succeeded, as it seemed. He went to exile on the planet Tatooine to look after Luke, Anakin's son. The next time we saw him was in New Hope, where Luke was training to become a Jedi. They approached the Death Star and sacrificed himself for the others to escape. The story doesn't end here, since he later becomes a Force ghost, just like his master, Qui-Gon Jinn. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. This is my favorite movie and character, Anakin Skywalker. Skywalker was born as a slave on Tatooine and was freed by Qui-Gon Jinn. He was also a very good pilot, and he destroyed a giant Federation ship when he was only 9. Anakin then got trained by Obi-Wan and had many good times together. He was in love with Padme, former Queen of Naboo. He was forbidden, but secretly married her on Naboo in the Late City. He was taunted by Palpatine, a Sith Lord in secret, to join the dark side. Anakin then reported him to the Jedi Council, and Master Windu came with 3 other masters. Anakin came and let Windu die by the lightning of Palpatine. He then realized that he couldn't be forgiven, and had to embrace the dark side. He led the march on the temple, Execute Order 66. He then slaughtered a group of younglings in the temple. He came to Mustafar, the lava planet, and his wife Padme came to confront him. Kenobi snuck into the ship, and then Anakin and Obi-Wan had the most epic lightsaber duel in history. So epic it had a name, Battle of the Heroes. Anakin eventually lost to the high ground and had his arms and legs chopped off. Obi-Wan left him to die, and Palpatine then came over to help save Anakin. Then he was getting constructed into a cyborg, Darth Vader. His story ends here, since he's not Anakin and he's now Darth Vader. Hey, I told you there'd be a quiz, so here it is. Question 1. Who lost to the high ground in episode 3? The answer is Anakin Skywalker. Question 2. Who was the first one to encounter the power of being a Force ghost? The answer is Qui-Gon Jinn. Question 3. Who died because of a sacrifice? The answer is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Bonus! Which role was played by two actors? The answer is Obi-Wan was played by Ewan McGregor and Alec Guinness. Anakin was played by Hayden Christensen, and Qui-Gon was played by Liam Neeson. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and again a shout out to Jacob, and of course, have a good life.